सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। शृण्वतां सकथा कृष्णपुण्यश्रवणकीर्तना हृदयन्तस्थो हि अभद्राणि विघ्नोति सुरसताम्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भगवति उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी. Reading from Canto 3, Chapter 31, Text 20. Soham vasannapi vibo बहुदुःखवासं गर्भाना निर्जिगमिषे बहिरन्धकूपे यत्रोपयात् यत्रोपयाथम् उपसर्पति देवमाया मिथ्या मतिर्यदनुसंसृति चक्रमे तत्. Synonyms: Sa aham, I myself, wasan, living, api, although, vivo, O Lord, bahudukha, with the many miseries, awesome, in a condition, garbhat, from the abdomen, not, nirjigamishe, I wish to depart, bahi, outside, andakupe, in the blind well, yatra, where, upayatham, one who goes there, upasarpati, she captures, deva maya, the external energy of the Lord, mithya, false, mati, identification, yat, which maya, anu, according to some sruti of continual birth and death, chakram, etat, translation and purport by His Divine A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Therefore, my Lord, although I am living in a terrible condition, I do not wish to depart from my mother's abdomen to fall again into the blind well of materialistic life. Your external energy called Deva Maya at once captures the newly born child and immediately false identification, which is beginning of the cycle of continual birth and death, begins. Purport: as long as the child is within the womb of his mother, he is in very precarious and horrible condition of life. But the benefit is that he revives the pure consciousness of his relationship with Supreme Lord and prays for deliverance. But once he is outside the abdomen, when the child is born, Maya, the illusory energy, is so strong that he is immediately overpowered into considering his body to be his self. Maya means illusion, or that which actually not. In the material world, everyone is identifying with his body. This false egoistic consciousness of I am this body at once develops after the child comes out of the womb. Mother and other relatives are awaiting the child, and as soon as he is born, the mother feeds him and everyone takes care of him. The living entity soon forgets his position and becomes entangled in bodily relationship. The entire material existence is entanglement in this bodily conception of life. Real knowledge means to develop the consciousness of I am not this body, I am spirit soul, an eternal part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. The real knowledge entails renunciation, non-acceptance of this body as the self. By the influence of Maya, external energy, one forgets everything just after birth. Therefore, the child is praying that he prefers to remain within the womb rather than come out. It is said that Sukadeva Goswami, on this consideration, remained for 16 years within the womb of his mother. He did not want to be entangled in false bodily identification. After cultivating such knowledge within the womb of his mother, he came out at the end of 16 years and immediately left home so that he might not be captured by the influence of Maya. The influence of Maya is also explained in Bhagavad Gita as insurmountable. but insurmountable Maya can be overcome simply by Krishna consciousness. That is also confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 7:14. Mameva ye prapadyante mayametam tarantite. Whoever surrenders onto the lotus feet of Krishna can get out of the false conception of life by the influence of Maya. By the influence of Maya only, one forgets the eternal relationship with Krishna, identify himself with his body and the byproducts of the body, namely wife, children, society, friendship, and love. Thus, he becomes a victim of the influence of Maya, and his materialistic life continued birth after birth. His materialistic life of continued birth and death becomes still more stringent. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shlakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadar Shivasati Gaura Bhaktaranda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare. I humbly seek the blessings of all assembled Vaishnavas. Please forgive me for any shortcomings. So in this today's verse, the one of the word is this material world is compared to Andakupa. Andakupa means a blind well. Someone who has fallen into blind well. He is always in anxiety. This material world is also like that. It's full of anxiety. Now, person fallen in the blind well, he cannot get out of this well by his own endeavor. However hard he tries, he cannot get out of the well. Someone has to come and drop a rope, or then if he catch hold of that rope, he can get out of this blind well. Similarly, we are stuck in this material world. We have fallen into this material world, and we are stuck in the cycle of birth and death. We cannot get out. We are in millions of years we are going through. Brahmanda Brahmite Kona Bhagyavan Jiva. Guru Krishna Prasade Bhaktilata. We are wandering in this whole universe, Brahmanda, within this material world. Different bodies, millions of years. We cannot get out. So, just like a person drops a rope, is very compassionate, is trying to rescue. Similarly, a fortunate soul comes in contact with a guru. With the help of the guru, he will be rescued. That is why in the scripture, it is many places it is said the association of a saintly person is so important. Sadhu Sangha Sarva Shastrikaya. Lava Matra Sadhu Sangha Sarva Siddhya. A moment of association of a saintly person is so, scripture gives so much importance. He can rescue from millions of birth and death. If he misses that opportunity, he has to go through again so many millions of lifetimes in this material world. So how much suffering is there in this world? So so there are two things are needed. Just like in the person fallen in the well, he has to catch hold of the rope. It's not that he is puffed up. I want to get out of my own endeavor. I don't need your help. Then he is stuck. Similarly, Guru comes. He gives his mercy. But if we don't accept, we are stuck in this material. So our own endeavor is required, and mercy of Krishna is required. Mercy of Krishna comes through the spiritual master, not directly, through the spiritual master. So by these two, one can get out of this cycle of birth and death. That's why in the scripture says, Brahmanda, the same words, Brahmanda Brahmate Kon Bhagavan, Guru Krishna Prasad, Bhaktilata Bija. He plants the Guru He plants the seed of devotion in the heart of a devotee. And that devotee, that person, must cultivate that seed. Not that now he has planted the seed and I don't take care of this, then that seed will not sprout. That bhakti, devotion will not sprout. So you have to water it every day. And that watering is Shravanam and Kirtanam. Shravana Kirtana Jale Karaye Sechan. So we have to cultivate the seed by regularly hearing about the glories of the Lord and regularly chanting the holy name of the Lord. Then that seed will sprout. It will become a creeper. Even after becoming a creeper, we still continue to water throughout. So this Shravanam Kirtanam, we should practice throughout your life. In this way, that creeper grows and grows and grows. It crosses beyond this material world and takes shelter of lotus feet of Krishna. In this way, one is rescued from this material world. So this material world, as I said, Andakupa, in Prahlad Maharaj also says in one of the famous verse, Tassadu manni asuravarya dehinam sada samadvigna dhyam asatkrahat hitvatmapatam graham andakupam vanam gato yad harimashraya. So graham andakupam. This is also a blind. Prahlad Maharaj also saying this material world is a blind, dark well. So he's saying Asuravarya Dehinam. So Prahlad Maharaj is addressing his father, Asuravarya Dehinam, best among the demons. You have taken shelter of all these temporary things, that is family, society, country, all these things, and trying to find happiness. But instead, what you're only getting samadvigna. Simply, you're getting anxiety. That's why Prahlad Maharaj says, Harimashrayata, take shelter of the lotus feet of Krishna. Vanam gato. Vanam gato means go to forest. But Prabhupada says in the purport that in this Kali Yuga, one at his last stage of his life, he must go to holy places like Vrindavan and reside, spend his rest of his life uh, in the holy place. Vanam gato with Harimashraya. So here in this today's verse, as soon as the child is born, he is entangled with so many relationships. Someone becomes father, someone is with mother, someone is sister, brother, uncle, all this relationship. He forgets his eternal relationship, that Krishna is the eternal father. Pitoham asya jagato mata data pitama. Krishna says in Bhagavad, I am your eternal father. I am your mother. I am your maintainer. But that part he forgets under the influence of Maya. So, and then he is entangled in the cycle of birth and death for time immemorial. So we have to become part of Krishna's family. Then we can get out of this material. So I'll stop here. Thank you for giving me.